Hi everyone, this is Jason Burak of Wall Street for Main Street. Today is Sunday, May 30th, 2010. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everyone. I hope everyone's gotten a chance to get outside and get some exercise in, do some tanning, have a pool party, barbecue, and if you're drinking, please drink responsibly. But the main reason I wanted to talk today was because of capitalism. I really just wanted to give my speech on what I think real capitalism is, because I think a lot of people don't understand what capitalism is, and I think capitalism's getting unfairly blamed for a lot of society's problems when it's not real capitalism that's hurting society. It's really corporatism, mercantilism, fascism, crony capitalism, socialism for the rich, privatized profit, socialized losses, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's about 10 or 20 synonyms for it. It's all the same thing. That's pretty much what's been going on for a long time now, and that's not real capitalism. Okay, at least not in my book, not the way I was taught, not the way a lot of people who are successful do it their business. So let's define what real capitalism is and what it is not. Real capitalism involves savings, investing, sacrifice. It involves being honest, having integrity, doing your due diligence for something, and continually learning. If you're a businessman and you can't provide a win-win scenario with your customer and back it up with statistics and provide them great customer service along every step of the way, I don't think that's real capitalism. I think you're trying to hustle them. So if you're trying to hustle them, that's not real capitalism to me. You might call yourself a capitalist, but that's not capitalist, because both sides of the transaction are supposed to do their homework, supposed to do their due diligence. As an investor, I do that, and a lot of other people in the investing world do that, but I just don't see it in the business world, and I actually don't even see it in the investing world. I see a lot of professionals who don't even do the adequate amount of due diligence that they're supposed to do on a certain investment. So we cut corner, we're human beings, we cut corners sometimes, we're lazy, but as a society, if we want to have better capitalism and have improved lifestyle for everyone, we need to work harder at being honest with our customers and providing them great customer service and stuff like that. The problem, integrity, is such a humongous problem here that everyone thinks, oh, the government will just solve it with regulation this and regulation that. Well, has government solved it with the regulation this and the regulation that? And then when something bad goes wrong, like with the Madoff scandal, and capitalism gets blamed, and the government usurps more power for regulation, well, do you think that that's going to matter? Well, why didn't the investors who were investing with Madoff, they don't understand real capitalism, or most of them don't. Most of them, in fact, probably didn't even check their return statement, just expected their 10% guaranteed returns a year. Hello? In capitalism, one of the things about capitalism is risk versus return. There was no risk with Madoff. That should have been a big red flag. If you did your research, most of the Wall Street professionals who saw that he was guaranteeing these returns in any type of market, they realized the risk that was there. They realized that there was a red flag. They realized this wasn't possible. So if you were an investor and you didn't do your homework and you understood that, why are you blaming the government and other people for your problems? You need to look more in the mirror. There's a lack of personal responsibility in all of us today. We blame everyone else for our problems, and then we expect the government to solve them for us. We need to stop that. We need to take personal accountability. Even the congressmen need to take personal accountability. So, in general though, capitalism involves integrity and honesty, and that's something that really most people don't expect out of capitalism. But that's how badly destroyed capitalism has become, because of rent seekers. If in business schools you learn rent seekers versus value added. If you want to be a successful businessman or an entrepreneur, it's about providing value added to your customer. You can't just give them a product and expect not to ever speak to them again. There are people like that out there, but I don't consider those people true capitalists, and you're not going to have a long-term business sense. Believe it or not, a lot of these banks, like Citibank and Bank of America, like about 30 or 40 years ago, they used to not be greedy like this. They used to do their homework on their loan portfolio, and they used to only, give out loans to people who deserved them, who they knew could pay them back. So I think that's real capitalism. What's now is not real capitalism, and capitalism's being unfairly blamed, and without capitalism, we wouldn't have the standard of life we have now. We just wouldn't. There's still good companies that do their due diligence and that help people and really that bring us an amazing standard and improved quality of life. Look at the flat screen TV behind me. That thing used to be about $5,000 about 7 or 8 years ago, and now it's about $500. That's capitalism. That means a lot more people can afford quality in their lives. Okay, so yes, flat screens are discretionary, but hopefully you get my point on the different technology and improving people's lives. Stealing other countries' natural resources is not capitalism. Okay? Raping and pillaging is not capitalism. For the short term is not capitalism, okay? That's not. Having a long-term approach and taking care of your customers. So if you're a natural resource company and you're doing business with a foreign government, you should be providing jobs and building infrastructure in that area. You should be providing schooling and other stuff for the people in that community, and roads and electricity and building out grids and stuff like that. And a lot of small companies, to their credit, are doing that now. It's not as bad as it used to be. Things are definitely improving in that regard. I know people still have a negative connotation, and I've seen the documentaries out there about the oil companies that are dumping toxic sludge in those countries. But I've also seen responsible miners who are putting down stuff so the water doesn't get polluted, and they're building schools and all this other stuff. So yes, there's going to be bumps along the road, but if we just abandon capitalism, we're going to stop. Our quality of lives is not going to improve. And if that happens, I mean, we're going to have problems with resource scarcity and a lot of other stuff. We have water technology problems already. There's already a clean water technology problem. So, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. And thanks for listening to my rant. And give me some feedback on here on YouTube or on the Wall Street for Main Street Facebook fan page or on my blog. And have a great weekend again, guys, and I'll be back next week.